Hi, my name is Ranjan Majumder. Today I will explain some special elements of HTML5. These elements were available in HTML. These elements are still available in HTML5. Gradually I will name and functions of this element. The first element is progress element. Progress element is basically a non-empty element. How can you understand whether an element is empty or non-empty element? In progress element there is a closing tag. That means progress element is a non-empty element. There are two attributes of progress element. These attributes are value and max. I am writing only the max attribute. I am setting the value of max attribute as 100. I am saving it. Refresh the web page. You can see a green mark is moving from left to right. That means this is an error. If an HTML user or a front-end developer writes only the max attribute or set the value of max attribute only, then you can see such type of output. That means the green mark will move from left to right. I am setting another attribute. I am setting the value for another attribute, that is 50. I am saving it and refresh the web page. You can see it is very similar to meter element. The progress tag is not suitable for representing a gauge, whereas meter tag is used for gauge. To represent the gauge we use meter tag. So that this is the basic difference between progress tag and meter tag. Progress tag does not represent a gauge, whereas meter tag is used to represent a gauge. In the upcoming video I will explain the meter tag. For now you just remember it. Progress tag does not represent a gauge. And progress tag is supported global attributes and event attributes. So this is the definition of progress tag. Progress tag is basically used to show the progress of a file uploading on the web page. The next tag is strike tag. Suppose I am writing strike on empty element. I have written Ranjan Majumder. Then you can see the output. If I refresh the page, you can see Majumder has been striked out. So the function of S element is to strike a text or string. Strike tag is very similar to del tag, but there is a difference between strike tag and del tag. At first I am showing you the usage of del tag. This is Amazon.in. This means Amazon website. Here you can see the current value is 9099, but the previous value was 12,999 and 12,999 now has been striked out. So in that case, what element should we use? One is insert and another is del. So del element is always used with current value is 999 and previous value was 12,999. If I save it, I am using a paragraph element. Here you can see P, there is a closing tag. That is the reason it is called animal. I am saving it and refreshing the web page. You can see the current value is 9999. Okay, it is not clear. I think it is not clear to you. So in this case I am using one space. You must remember an HTML user or HTML developer, front-end developer must remember how can you create blank space. You have to use ampersand NBSC semicolon. Ampersand NBSP semicolon is used to create one blank space. I am saving it, refresh it, you can see The 12,000, the previous value 12,999 has been stacked out and the current value is 9999. If I use style global attribute and text decoration, I have never used text decoration property with insert. I think it will work. You can see there is an underline. Underline has been gone. So the basic difference between strike and del tag is always used with insert tag. Strike tag is used alone. The look and feel of strike and del tag are very similar, but the objective or the function is different. The next tag is SAMP tag or SAMP element. What is the function of SAMP tag? It is a phrase tag. It is used for sample output. Output is 5. I am using beer tag or break tag here. You can see the sample output. If we do a code in C programming language, C++ programming language or any other programming language, you can see the output will look like this. Or in JavaScript also. The output of JavaScript is very similar with SAMP element output. I am using another element, that is code element. Here I am writing the same thing. Output is 5. Saving it. I am using a beer tag here. Refreshing it. You can see the output of code tag is very similar to the output of SAMP tag. Both are looking similar. Another attribute I am using, another element I am using, KBD. KBD is used to determine the keyboard input. Here I am using output is :5. I am using a beer tag here to understand the output. I am refreshing it. You can see the output of KBD, SAMP and code are very similar to each other, but you must remember KBD is used to determine the keyboard input, code is used to determine the computer programming code, and SAMP is used to determine the sample output. This is between SAMP code and KBD. SAMP is used for sample output, code computer programming code, and KBD keyboard input. The last tag is meter tag. Meter tag is a very important tag. A listener should minutely listen to meter tag. Let us explain the function and the characteristic of meter tag. Meter tag is a non-empty tag. If I save it and refresh the web page, you can see a blank meter tag here. Okay, I am using a paragraph, save it, refresh the web page. You can see there is a blank meter tag. There is no value in it. The important attributes I am using for meter tag are min, max, 100. Using meter tag, an HTML developer or content developer can create a range. Using the attribute of meter tag, a developer can create a range. I am saving it. You can see the meter tag is also blank. There is no value in it. Then how can you set value in it? I am setting value as 50. That's when I am setting 50 value for value attribute. I am saving it and refresh the web page. You can see a green mark here. That means the value is present in meter tag. You can see the look and feel of progress and meter tag are very similar except the color of value. In first case, the color is blue and in meter tag the color is green. I am using some other attributes for meter tag. These attributes are low, 10, high, 70. What is the function of low and high? An HTML user must understand it. Low value should be greater than mean value. On the other hand, high value should be less than max value. Attribute is optimum. An HTML user should understand the function of optimum. This is a special attribute of meter element. By default, the optimum value is 50. I am saving it. Refresh the web page. You can see the color is unchangeable. Now I am explaining optimum function using print. That means I am explaining the function of optimum attribute using paint. I am opening MS Paint. I am trying to explain the function of optimum. Suppose this is my meter tag and it is the low value, this is the high value, and this is the optimum value. You can see this is the meter range. The mean value is 0 and max value is 100. Low value is 10 and high value is 70. Low value is greater than mean value and high value is less than max value. And optimum value is 50. So this is the optimum value. So in this place, 50 is within low value and high value. So entire this range is within optimal range, and left side of the optimal range and right side of the optimal range is calculated as suboptimal range. That means the value of suboptimal range will change the color. Suppose your value is 8. Here I am using here you can see the value is 50. I am saving it and refresh the web page. You can see the color is green. But if I change the value or if I set the value to 8, that means the value of suboptimal range, you can see the picture 0 to 10, I am setting 8. So if I save it, refresh it, you can see the color has been changed. The color has been changed into yellow. If I do the same thing for right side suboptimal range, that means for this place, you can see the high value is 70 and the maximum value is 100. If you in between 70 and 100, suppose your value is 85. Here I am using value is 85. I am setting 85 as the value of value attribute. I am refreshing it. You can see the color is same. Color is not changing. So using optimal value, so the color of meter tag is based on optimum value. If your value of value attribute fell into suboptimal range, this is my suboptimal range. Okay, I am changing the color. This is my suboptimal range. This one is also my suboptimal range. If the value fell into suboptimal range, that means value of value attribute fell into suboptimal range, then your color, then the color of the meter or the color of the value of the meter will change. Now I am explaining a different thing. Suppose I am trying to explain the usage of optimum attribute using another example. Suppose your optimum value is 85. Remember, in meter there are 3 zones. One is optimal zone, 2 is suboptimal zone, and 3 is not an optimum zone. Remember, whenever we use optimum with low and high, it indicates the preferred zone. If your optimum value greater than high and less than max, then your optimum value will be called as high preferred zone. If your optimum value greater than mean and less than low, then it is called as low optimum zone or low preferred zone. Suppose your value, optimum value is 85. In that case, portion will be selected as optimal zone. This portion will be selected as suboptimal zone, and this portion will be selected as not an optimal zone. So, suppose the value of your value attribute is fail within this zone, within which is greater than high value and less than max value, then the color of meter will be green. Suppose the value fail within this range, that means suboptimal range, that means the value is greater than low value and less than high value, then the value will be yellow. And suppose your value is, the value of your value attribute is using this optimum value. I am trying to explain it. Okay, now your optimum value is 85, your high value is 70 and maximum value is 100, and your value is 85. Now I am saving it. You can see the effect. I am saving it. You can see the color is green. That means your value, the value of value attribute is in optimum zone. Now I am setting the value 45. 45 means, according to the paint, 45 means the value of value attribute fell within this range, within this yellow range. That means greater than low value and less than high value. Now I am saving it, refresh it. You can see the color has been changed into yellow. Now I am setting the value of value attribute as 8. 8 means which is greater than mean value and less than low value. Then according to the paint, the color will be changed into red. You can see the color has been changed into red. Three types of color are used in meter tag. One is red, not an optimal zone. 2 is yellow for suboptimal zone, and 3 is green for optimal zone. Now I do the reverse process with this value, with the optimum value. Reverse process means, suppose your optimum value in this place, in this 85. Suppose your optimum value fell in this place. Suppose your optimum value is 5. Then how can you calculate? The process is simple, but process is reverse to this process. That means the red portion will be converted into green portion. This portion will be optimum zone, and the yellow portion will remain as suboptimal zone, and this green portion will be converted into red portion. It will be not an optimal zone for this optimum value. Now I am doing this process. I am setting the value 5 as optimum. I am setting the optimum value as 5. Now this optimum value is greater than minimum and less than low. In this case, I am setting the value of value attribute 6. Now you can see, according to paint, 6 fell into this region, optimal region for this optimum value 5. Now it will show green. Look at this, it is showing green. I am just enlarging the meter using style attribute, style global attribute with 500 px, height 100 px. I am saving it. I am refreshing the web page. You can see the meter tag has been enlarged. Here you can see the optimum value is 5. So optimum value fell in this region. It is, now it is optimal region. It is showing green. Again I am changing the value Now the optimum value is 5. Suppose I am changing the value of value attribute as 45. Now according to the paint, 45 is within low and high. So it fall into suboptimal range. So the color will be changed into yellow. Again I am changing the value of value attribute as 89. According to paint, 89 is falling within this range 70 to 100, which is far from the optimum value. This portion will be calculated as not an optimal zone. It will show red color on the basis of this optimum value. I am refreshing it. You can see the color has been changed. So this is the basic of optimum. I think the theory of optimum is clear to you. If you like this video, please press the like button. If you have any query regarding this tutorial, please make a comment. If you have not subscribed my channel till now, please subscribe my channel. It's my request to all of you, please subscribe my channel and spread this tutorial among your friends and colleagues. Thank you.